This is the story called The Little Monsters, Chapter 31. The kids join the ice hockey team. It's a Saturday and the kids are at the ice rink. Whilst there, a man approaches them and says to them, "You kids are brilliant skaters. I'm wanting to put an ice hockey team together for boys and girls aged between 9 to 12. Would you guys be interested in joining? You will train every Saturday and you will compete against other teams. You will all need to be committed because it will be hard work." The kids agreed to join the team and they couldn't wait for training to start. When they went home and told their parents, they asked them who the man was. The kids gave them the cards he gave them. Kicker's mum rang him and arranged for all the parents to meet up with him. When they met him, he was really nice. He was married with 6 kids of his own. All the parents agreed to let their kids join the ice hockey team, much to the kids' excitement. About 2 weeks later, the man rang the kids to let them know that he now had a full team and that training will start the following Saturday from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. As you can imagine, the kids were very excited and they couldn't wait to start training. On the first week, the team introduced themselves to each other and the coach introduced himself as Jim. He told the kids just to call him Coach. Then he told them about the rules, which were: 1. Be on time for every training session and every game. 2. Wear protective gear at all times. 3. Be respectable towards others. And 4. Play fair by not cheating or fouling. Then he said, the main thing is to do your best, to have fun and to stay safe. Then they had their first training session. Of course, the gang couldn't resist playing pranks on the rest of the team and the coach. They went round giving them fart and burp sweets, causing them to constantly fart and burp. Of course, no one knew that they were joke sweets because no one knew the gang. However, the coach knew that the kids were pranksters because their parents had told him. He did see the funny side, but he told the kids not to play pranks on people during a match. On the second week of training, Jim told the team that he was trying to arrange a match, and he asked them if they felt they'd be ready for it, and everyone said yeah. On the 4th week of training, the coach said, "Guys, we have a game coming up in 3 weeks. Do you guys think you are ready for that?" Everyone said yeah, and then he said, "Will you guys be willing to train twice a week from now on? It will be on a Wednesday night after school from 5 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. and on a Saturday it will be 1 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. Is that okay with you guys?" All the kids agreed and they couldn't wait to get started on their training. Leading up to the match, everyone was quite nervous and also very excited. The match started at 2 p.m. and went on until 5 p.m. By half-time, the team had already scored 4 points, but the other team had only scored 1 point. During half-time, the gang went round their team and the other team giving out their fart and burp sweets. Of course, by now their teammates knew them and they knew that the sweets were fake, so they didn't eat them. However, the other team had no idea that the sweets were fake and they ate them, causing them to constantly fart and burp, much to the amusement of the gang and their teammates. When they went back to the match, their team won as they scored 15 points and the other team scored 10 points. Both teams were amazing, and at the end of the game they all shook hands and then they went their separate ways. The team chose the name Monsters, much to the amusement of their coach. He told them that they played a brilliant game and that he was very proud of them. Time and time again he told them that winning wasn't everything. It was taking part and doing their very best that mattered. About a month after their first match, their coach told them that he'd arranged a second match, which will be in a month's time. Leading up to the second match, the Monsters team trained exceptionally hard. On the day of the match, they met the other team and they were older and a lot bigger and powerful than they were, but they weren't in the least bit bothered. The Monsters scored 10 points during the first half, but the other team had scored 13 points. Again, during half-time, the gang played pranks on the other team, much to the amusement of their teammates and coach. During the second half, at first the Monsters were losing. However, they managed to turn it around by winning a game with a score of 30 points and 28 points to the other team. Again, they shook hands with the other team. When they went into the changing room, the coach came in and told them that they'd played a brilliant game and that he was very proud of them. 2 weeks later, the team were told that they had 3 more matches coming up. Leading up to the first match, the whole team worked incredibly hard. However, on the day of the match, they lost by 1 point, but they played brilliantly. On the day of the second match, the team they played against, one of them constantly fouled and cheated. He was kicked out of the match and replaced by another team member. At half-time it was a draw as both teams had scored 15 points. In the second half nobody scored, so they were given extra time, during which the other team scored a further 2 points, beating the Monsters team. However, when they were given their trophy, they gave it to the Monsters team because of the team member who was kicked out of the match. That day they all became friends and agreed to keep in touch. Leading up to the next match again, the team trained incredibly hard. On the day of the match, both teams played incredibly well, but the Monsters team lost by 1 point. During the final match, the Monsters team played better than ever, and they won the game by 2 points. Again, their coach told them that they'd played really well and that he was very proud of them. He told them that he would be arranging some more matches very soon. End of chapter 31. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Bye.